Alright guys, this is going to be a kind of like a quick review and give you my initial impressions of the Veritas low angle smoothing plane. So let's go ahead and open this up. A little sale there. Instructions. Wow. By the way, this is also this particular model comes with the blade is it's made from PM V11 steel, so it's supposed to have better edge retention, but it's also easier to sharpen. So I think that's definitely an added, definitely an awesome feature to have. Okay. So the first thing when you look at this, it's a lot different from a normal number 4 smoothing plane, and that this one is the blade is a bevel up instead of bevel down on a typical smoothing plane. The adjuster here, this is a North style adjuster. Basically, this is what controls your depth, and then this is what also controls your lateral movement. And then the handles are very well made, very nice finish on them. I think they're made out of walnut. Very smooth finish on them. The mouth is adjustable on this particular plane, and you basically just loosen the front knob here and you slide it forward and backs and then tighten it. And then it also has a depth adjustment. So in other words, once you loosen this, you can determine how far back the throat is. And then it also has 2 set screws here on the side, right there, that on this side and also on this side, and that's what basically you can set those to center the blade. And then here's this is the lever cap. And I also think on this particular model that in case you're wondering why they have these indentations here, and that's because if you want to use this as a shooting, you have to shoot in grain, you can use that as like a hand grip, or put your thumb right there to shoot in grain. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the blade sharpened up, and then I'm going to go ahead and give it a test run. Okay, for this sharpening, I'm going to be basically doing it freehand. I'm not going to be using a jig, and I'm going to be kind of using a similar method that Rob Cosman uses, where you basically, when you freehand sharpen, you basically just create kind of like a tertiary bevel, so to speak. This is a 1,000 grit trend stone. This is a 300,000 grit trend stone, and I'm going to jump over to a 16,000 grit Shafton stone. Okay, find them. Okay, I don't know if you can see it or not. I went ahead and prepared the back of the plane arm. I started out with 1,000 grit, and I just used a ruler trick to kind of just polish that the leading edge on the back side of the plane blade. So I started out with 1,000 grit, and then I jumped up to 16,000 grit. All right, so I'm going to reflatten the stone here. The one thing that I do like about these Sharpening stones is you don't have to pre-soak the water stone like some of the other brands. All you have to do is just add water to it, and it sharpens quickly. A lot less downtime. Alright, so we'll find the primary bevel again. This time I'm just going to lift up a little bit higher than when I sharpened on the 1,000 grit stone. And just kind of go back and forth across the stone, about 10 seconds or so. And apply downward pressure to each corner to feather out the edges. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and feather out or polish the back. I'm just going to spend about 3 seconds on it. Staying about 1/4 of an inch from the edge of the stone. 1001, 1002, 1003. And got a nice edge on the front of that and on the back of that. As you'll see, I'm just curious. Oh yeah. In the shape of that. Alright, let's go back over to the bench and give the plane a test run. Okay guys, I've got done doing the sharpening process. I thought real quickly I'd just kind of give you a size comparison between this plane and a typical number 4 bevel down smoothing plane. This is a Stanley gauge number 4 that I restored. Probably actually one of the second or third plane that I restored. So this is about the same, similar comparison. This plane here is a little bit longer. They're both about the same width. It's kind of like a side-by-side comparison there. Once again, the difference is between these two is that this one is a bevel down, and the bed angle is at 45 degrees, whereas this one I think is it's like 12 degrees or so, and so that when the plane angle is about 37 degrees once you put the blade in, it makes it a little bit easier to push. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this. I'm going to open up the mouth all the way. And this goes right on there. Okay, so when I go to tighten down the lever cap, you just really want it just hand tight. You don't want to go overboard with it. Okay. All right. Okay. The first thing I want to do is I want to look down the sole of the plane. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I'm basically going to just adjust the blade so it sticks out about so far, so that way I can see if it's even or not. Okay, I've got the plane blade sticking out. Need a piece of paper here. Something in the background that you can actually see this, something contrasting. Okay. So anyway, I've got the blade protruding enough that I can actually see if I need to adjust it. And from where I'm looking at, I need to move it to, it's protruding on this side, so I need to move it so it's a little bit more balanced on this side. It's kind of hard to do this and look at the camera too to see if I'm filming this right. Okay. Okay, so that's about, I got it just about balanced right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a little bit better. Okay, right about there, I got it about even, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and retract the blade. All the way in. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tighten the mouth up. And that's about it right there. All right, we get a piece of wood here and give this a test drive. Okay, for this test, I'm going to I have a piece of sapele here, so I'm just going to put that in the vise. Okay, cinch that down. Zoom out just a little bit here so you can see this. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna make sure in order to, I got the blade all the way retracted, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start pushing it. And I'm just gonna very slowly increase the depth until I start getting a shaving. Okay, I'm starting to get a shaving there. Oh yeah. Now another thing I've noticed is that one thing is that the shaving is coming out in the center, so it's not a heavier cut on this side or on that side. So I think I've got it pretty well set up. So let's do a couple passes here. Man. I'll tell you one thing, the low angle is it's a lot easier to push. And I'm not getting any tear out with this whatsoever. And I'm getting super thin shavings with this. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. Those are some really thin shavings there. So far, I think this is a really nice hand plane. It's a really good smoothing plane. Sight down the board here. Now, as you can see, man, this is just the surface on this is absolutely no tear out. And from that angle, I actually almost see like a reflection off of it. But all right, guys, so that about sums it up for this particular video. All I can say is that I was very pleased with this particular tool. I think you'll enjoy it. If you want to add it to your shop or to your collection, I'm definitely going to look forward to using it in my upcoming projects. It's a very well built plane. Veritas usually makes very good hand tools and stuff like that. I've got several other hand tools in my arsenal. I've got the shooting board, and then I also have the Veritas shooting plane. And I can honestly say that they're very well made. They're well thought out. I enjoy using them. But I mean, when I used it on this piece of sapele here, I mean, it's already, this surface here is glassy smooth, and it's pretty much finished ready. So I think you'll enjoy using that particular tool. But anyway, that wraps it up for this particular video. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Also, if you could, hit that subscription button and hit the notifications icon. I'm going to try and start putting more videos out, or more content out on a more frequent basis. It just takes a lot of time for me to record the video and then to go through and edit it and stuff like that. So every bit helps. So anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time.